My name is Claire. I'm 24 years old, and this is the story of how I got the sweetest revenge without ever raising my voice or throwing a single punch. It's a story about trust, hypocrisy, and finally getting what you truly deserve. It all started on a perfect Saturday afternoon. The sun was warm, the sky was a brilliant blue, and I was walking hand in hand with my boyfriend Jeff. He was, by everyone's account, incredibly handsome, and I felt like the luckiest girl in the world to be with him. We were just strolling through our neighborhood, talking about our dreams, and I remember thinking life couldn't get any better. But then it began. A beautiful young woman named Debbie spotted us. Her eyes lit up when she saw Jeff. "Hey, handsome," she chirped, completely ignoring me. Jeff just chuckled, that charming laugh I love so much. Without even a glance my way, Debbie pulled out her phone, wrapped her arm around Jeff, and took a selfie. She walked away with a wave, and I stood there silent. I bit my tongue. I trust my man, I told myself. We hadn't even taken 10 steps when another girl, Sandra, a known troublemaker, practically skipped over. "Jeffy! My Jeffy!" she cooed, throwing her arms around him in a tight hug. He didn't push her away. He just stood there, accepting it. Sandra shot me a nasty, smug look over his shoulder. My blood began to simmer, but again, I said nothing. "I trust my man," I repeated in my head, though the words were starting to feel heavy. Just 2 minutes later, the final test arrived. Joanna, a crazy, dramatic girl from the next block, saw Jeff and ran straight for him. She hugged him and refused to let go, laughing like it was the funniest thing in the world. I just watched, my hands clenched into fists at my sides, trying to control my breathing. As she finally pulled away, Joanna looked right at me and whispered to Jeff, but loud enough for me to hear. "I will still get you, you know." She winked and left. I was stunned. Jeff just shrugged it off like it was nothing. My heart was pounding with a mix of anger and hurt, but I was determined to be the bigger person. Then, everything changed. A sleek black Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk, the latest, most powerful model, pulled up to the curb. The window rolled down, and a familiar, smiling face appeared. It was David, my childhood friend who had moved away to become a professional football player. "I hadn't seen him in years, Claire." "Oh my goodness, it is you," he said, his face lighting up. He jumped out of the impressive Jeep and walked towards us. I was so happy to see an old friend. "David, wow, look at you," I said. He gave me a warm, friendly handshake that turned into a brief, happy hug. It lasted 2 seconds. That was all it took. Jeff exploded. He ripped his hand from mine and started yelling right there on the street. "What the hell is this, Claire? Who is this guy? You're just letting any man hug you in the street? You're so disrespectful, I can't believe you." He called me names I won't even repeat. My face burned with shock and humiliation. Before I could even form a word in my defense, he turned and stormed off, leaving me standing there, tears welling in my eyes. I was devastated. The unfairness of it all hit me like a truck. I turned to David, my voice shaking with rage and tears. "I can't believe this. 3 girls were all over him right in front of me." I didn't say a word because I trusted him. And now, because he sees you, a childhood friend, give me one simple hug. He treats me like this? David was a gentleman. He calmly consoled me, offering me a tissue from his car. What we didn't know was that Jeff hadn't gone far. He was hiding behind a large closet in an alleyway, watching us, thinking he would see me beg for his forgiveness or something. But he heard something else entirely. As David comforted me, his tone became soft and serious. "Claire, look at me," he said. "I've actually been looking for you for so long. I'm actually thankful this happened today because it led me to you." I looked up at him, surprised. "What? Why?" "Because I never forgot you," he said. "You were the one who believed in me when no one else did. You were the one who helped me organize that first fundraiser for my football academy when I was just a teenager with a crazy dream. You deserve the absolute best, Claire. Don't you waste another tear because of that clown." From his hiding spot, Jeff saw everything. He saw David's sincere expression. He saw me listening intently, and he saw me slowly stop crying. He was fuming, but he was stuck. David then opened the passenger door of his Jeep. Let me get you out of here, please. I took one last look down the empty street where Jeff had disappeared. I thought of Debbie, Sandra, and Joanna. I thought of his hypocritical anger, and in that moment, I felt a wave of calmness. My revenge wasn't about yelling back. It was about walking away and accepting something better. I got into the car. Just as David pulled away from the curb, I saw Jeff come running out from the alley, his face a mask of panic and regret. He waved his arms, shouting for me to stop. But it was too late. The powerful engine roared, and we drove off, leaving him in a cloud of dust and his own misery. That was the beginning of my real love story. David and I became the talk of the town. Our relationship, built on a foundation of genuine friendship and respect, blossomed. We eventually got married in a beautiful ceremony. I heard through the grapevine that Jeff was filled with regret. He called himself a selfish man and realized too late that his insecurity and double standards had cost him the best thing that ever happened to him. The moral of my story is simple. True revenge isn't about getting even. It's about getting happy. Sometimes the best answer to someone's hypocrisy isn't an argument, but your absence. And when you choose your own worth, life has a beautiful way of giving you exactly what you deserve.